Welcome to Garage Gym Athlete Ask Me Anything. It's pretty simple. I'll be answering questions from the thousands of athletes that follow our daily programming. If you have a question or topic you want submitted, go to garagegymathlete.com/AMA. Let's get started. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garage Gym Athlete Podcast. Jerred Moon here with Joe Courtney. What's up, Joe?
Hey, man.
So we got a question today, and ask me anything. So finding the energy, time, motivation to be consistent. How do we do it? How does everyone do it? How do we get that energy, time, and motivation for that consistency? I'm gonna let you go first, man. What do you have? Like, how do you maintain consistency? How do you find that time? How do you stay motivated?
This is kind of perfect timing right now for me because of the situation that I'm in, being pretty much homeless, living out of a suitcase for the last 2 months, almost getting close there. No gym packed up, or that's all packed up. So I've been having to do a lot of creativity subbing here and there, but really it's just trying to get at least like I know that minimum I have to get 4 days per week. Usually I try and shoot for 5 or 6, but I know you also have to be depending on your situation on why you're not consistent is you have to just accept it at times and know that program's not always going to be perfect. You're not always going to be on point for 6 or 7 days per week. So first thing is not to beat yourself up about it if you have certain situations and times like now with things being locked down. It's good to just accept that, hey, these kinds of things happen, and know that you can kind of make it up farther down the road. Getting one more day each week isn't going to make a huge deal in the grand scheme of things. So keeping more of I don't want to just say positive attitude on it, but just like accepting, hey, this is what it is, but I'm still going to make the most of it for starters. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I have to scale a ton with some of our workouts and edit as much as I can, but I still getting in the days of what I can. There's also been times where I just really, really wasn't feeling the workout. And those are the days that you really need to kind of make yourself work out. But I actually just did something completely different just so that I would do something, because doing anything is better than doing nothing. So there's been times where either I'll just do like an easy 30 minutes on the bike, or it might have been like a lifting accessory day, which is harder with the equipment that I have now. And I just said, F it, I'm just going to go for a run because it's nice out, just so I'm sweating, just so I'm doing something. One of the first days that I was here, my brother and I took a soccer ball out to the field and just kicked the ball around for a while, just for something to do. So if you're really having a hard time being consistent and you're on a program like ours, just doing anything, getting a sweat is better than doing nothing.
100% agree. My answer to this question, I wrote a book, and it's all right here. I don't even need to answer it. You just get this book. It's called Killing Comfort, and you read it, and then you know the answer that it took me a long time to put all my words and thoughts into. But all jokes aside, get the book when it comes out. But, the real thing, I think, is going to be similar to what Joe just said. I think if you're having trouble being consistent, there's two kind of elements at play here. Like, I don't like for fitness to be this checklist item of something that you completed in a day. I mean, I really feel that human movement is just something that should be a part of our day. This is what we need to be programming into our kids. And it's not like, I didn't get my workout in today. It's like, you have to move your body. So what Joe's saying is, like, at some point, it's not going to matter what you're doing. You need to continue to move your body. And I think that if you're really struggling with sticking to a program, then you need to kind of probably do what Joe said and, like, drop things down. Like, we do blocks. We have 5 blocks every training day. Like, what if you can only get 1 block today? What if it's just the warm-up block? Challenge yourself to get something done, but you have to completely forget about the consistency of the program if you're having a hard time sticking to something. Because if you can't stick to the program, then nothing else matters. You kind of have to hit the brakes. And it's like, okay, well, we just need you to be doing something, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of the program, and know that all of this is not going to amount to, the exact goal that you had in mind, because you're not doing everything that you need to do, but you're doing something that's going to keep you healthy and keep you moving forward. And it's going to help you win those tiny battles that will eventually lead to success. And the other part there is these all do add up over time. If you don't have the energy or time or motivation, and I could go into each one of these so hardcore. Like if you don't have the energy, like why not? Is your diet off? Like where you get, are you not drinking enough water? Are you not getting enough sleep? Like why is your energy level screwed up? There's probably some answer there, and it's not just I get tired later in the day. That's not an acceptable answer. There's something else going on if you're getting too tired to be able to move your body, and motivation, like you need to throw that out the window. That's not even something worth pursuing. Like who cares about motivation? You just need to do something. Do something, like do something every single day. Force yourself to do it, whether it's just the warm up. We've talked about this on the podcast before. Like kind of trick yourself into that you're just going to do the warm up. I'm going to go out there, do the warm up, come back in, do the warm up, and see where that leads. If you do the warm up and you're like, I'm going to go back inside, that's all I actually wanted to do, fine. You did something. But if you do the warm up and you're like, okay, I'll do some more, then just get it done. So I just think that there's so much to unpack. And what I always say, if people aren't sticking to thing, you got to throw the program out the window. And the only thing that we can go to after that is behavioral change. Human behavior is very finicky. You only can change human behavior through leadership. So whether that's self-leadership or someone leading you like a coach. So coach or, lead yourself a little bit better. I probably gave 100 different things in that little rant of different ways you could
write that down.
Yeah, write all that down and then see if it made sense, and then start applying something that makes sense for you.
Yeah, maybe even on an off day, just go hang out in your gym for 30 minutes. Just go sit on your phone, do something on Instagram, do some work, but just be in your gym so that maybe another time you're like, oh, I should go to my gym, and then you'll just start working out on those times.
Yeah, and I get it. Like life can be really crazy, but we also don't need to put this whole movement process on such a pedestal. Like just go get something done. Like we obviously have a strong preference for being on a program because we feel like that will get you the results that you want. But I like a program for someone who's already going to be consistent and now they're on a program to see more results. I feel like that's where we come in this. We're not here to just have you do one thing a day or one time a week. We want some consistency in the program. So that's, if you're having trouble there, do what, I don't care if it's walking or push up, you need to build that habit of just doing, the habit of action. And then you can move on to something more like our program. And if you are in our program and you ask this question, because I'm not 100% sure, just getting in everything you can. Because I'm acting like it's black and white. They could be getting in 3 days a week or 4 days a week. Then I would say don't be so damn hard on yourself. You're getting something in a lot more than most people are doing. So congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it. If you enjoyed this AMA and you're listening, please 5-star review, positive comment. If you're watching, just give us a thumbs up, a comment, subscribe to the channel if you want to see when new videos come out. If you want to be part of the conversation, go to garagegymathlete.com/AMA and we will answer your question here on the podcast and YouTube channel. But either way, guys, thanks for listening or watching. I hope you enjoyed today's Ask Me Anything episode. So one more time, if you want to submit a question, topic, or idea, you can do so at garagegymathlete.com/AMA. And hey, while you're there, if you haven't already, sign up for Garage Gym Athlete membership. We are the best community and programming on the internet. I dare you to try and prove me wrong.